Do you bounce when you're fighting somebody? In that case, you're doing the right thing, because the best fighters on the planet always bounce when they're fighting somebody, whether it's boxing, taekwondo, karate, MMA,
It's like grapes making
or something else. But the question is, why? And how can we develop our ability to move around and bounce effortlessly? In this video, I'm going to teach you my #1 exercise to improve your bouncing ability in fighting. Plus, I'm going to shatter 3 common problems or misconceptions about bouncing in sparring. So keep watching. So let's start with the basic question, why? Why would you want to bounce and move around like a bunny when you're fighting somebody? Isn't it better to just stand still, get ready to punch or kick, and be more precise and stable in your movements? Well, it depends on your fighting style, right? But also your body type. If you're a lightweight, if you're a featherweight, then you want to move around because you can. You want to be bouncy and explore the different options there are in the fight. Because your fighting style, when you're light, relies more on speed. And here's the thing, if you have 2 cars, one is standing still and the other is already in motion, which one will you be able to accelerate the fastest if you push them? Well, obviously the one that is already in motion. That's why if your fighting style relies on speed, and if you're a small person, you want to bounce even more than somebody who's heavy, big, and strong. Because if that's the case, then you want to save energy for those bam bam power shots that you're going to rely on in your fighting style. It's all about economy of motion, and it depends on your body type plus your fighting style. Now, here are my top 3 mistakes that I see people doing when they're bouncing and fighting. Mistake number 1. It's not about jumping up, up, up. It's actually about dropping down, down, down. And the reason for this is simple. You want to align your neuromuscular relaxation with the force of gravity. You want to go with nature, not against it. It takes a lot of energy to constantly jump up and move your whole body mass away from the earth. But if you just follow along with gravity and drop, 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 then that means you can then redirect your drop into the horizontal space by relaxing and going instead of tensing and moving, which also is a really bad way of attacking because it telegraphs your intention. Your opponent can immediately see when you're pushing away, but it's harder to see when you're staying relaxed and just dropping and going, right? So, the first misconception is you should not be jumping, you should be dropping. The second biggest mistake that I see people doing when they're bouncing around in their fighting is that they only move in one plane of motion. This makes you predictable. Instead, you want to move not just in the vertical space, but also in the horizontal space. You want to move around sideways, front to back, right to left, diagonally. You want to even turn around maybe, because you want to explore the different options there are and kind of see the openings and angles in your opponent's defense. If you're just standing in one place, dropping down, 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 then that makes you an easy target. Imagine if you're a hunter, right? And you have your rifle and you see the animal you want to kill. Which animal is easier to kill? The one that's standing still and jumping, or the one that's jumping all over the place? The answer is simple, right? And you don't want to be an easy target. So instead of just moving up and down, try to move right and left, sideways, in the lateral space as well. And try to incorporate 360 degrees of movement. And that was the second misconception. Now the third mistake is this, and it's super common, especially when it comes to beginners who are just starting to learn how to bounce and move around in their fighting. Here's what you do. You move around, you're really good at evading and finding openings and angles, but then when it's time to attack, you suddenly stop and then you punch, kick, or strike or whatever. And that's a big mistake because that sends a visual signal to your opponent that here comes an attack. And that's a big mistake because you don't want to be predictable. You want to move and go with the flow, right? You want to kind of hide your attacks into your movement, into your bouncing. So, next time you're fighting, instead of moving and stopping to punch or kick or attack, try to combine your attacks with the bouncing to hide them, so you become like a ninja, unpredictable and undetectable. Now, are you ready for one awesome exercise that can improve your ability to bounce when you're fighting? Then check this out. All you need is a jumping rope, 2 of them actually. And you're gonna do this. You're gonna put them on the ground, on the floor, in the shape of an X. So one like this, and one across like that, all right? So we got the X or the cross right here. Just gonna make it look a little bit more symmetrical, like so. Now, there's only one rule in this exercise. You cannot touch the red rope, okay? In this case, it's red. I don't know what color your rope has, but you cannot touch it even if it's not red. So, you stand in your fighting stance, and it doesn't matter what martial art you practice. If you are a Taekwondo practitioner, maybe it's more sideways. If you practice, I don't know, wrestling, you probably have more of this type of stance. That's not the point. The point is to improve your ability to bounce and move around. Your job is to, for 1 minute, move around on your own, around these ropes. But you cannot put 1 foot here and 1 foot there. You have to move both legs together all the time. So if I'm switching here, that means both legs need to come with me. If I go here, both legs need to come here. So I cannot go like this, right? Why? Because that's not practical. That's not how you're fighting. You don't want to put your entire body weight in one space and then in another space, right? You want to have your whole mass with you at all times. So you just move around on your own, and it's up to you where you want to move. Whoops, see what I did there? Mistake. What happens when you do a mistake? 10 push-ups. Right, you get the point. All you need is 2 ropes, and then it's your job to move around and practice your bouncing without touching the ropes. And if you can, try to drop instead of jumping. Try to also move in all planes of motion, not just up and down. And finally, if you do attacks, don't stop before you attack, but incorporate the movement into your attack. And that's it for today. I hope this video helps you improve your understanding of how to bounce, when to bounce, why to bounce, and the 3 most common problems, plus that exercise I just showed you. Train hard, good luck, and have fun.